All right. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a great start to your trading week. We've had some technical difficulties, so we've been jumping back and forth in the office right now, but I'm going to jump right into it and go over for the Tuesday. Obviously, let's look at what fundamentals are going to be coming out that could affect your trades. Let me share my screen real quick. Also, before I do that, let me say, I've been moving, so I'm still trying to find a place here, and I've got some very vital books that I would love to share. At least 3. Might do that tomorrow. We'll see how the team feels and what they got going on. But I would love to share some things that definitely help me in self-development, some things that help me with my trading. Not necessarily. A lot of people say that with trading, it's like 90% technicals and 10% no. For me, it is 99% psychological. It is controlling your emotions, everything with that, and then the 1% or 10% skill. So definitely looking forward to sharing some of the personal experiences with me and some books that mean a lot to me. So yeah, going to jump right back into this. We're going to use Forex Factory for the news. So the link that we do this with the live, it has been messing up like 3 or 4 times. So we've had to restart this 5 times. So I'm just making sure everything's good with the team. All right. Again, forexfactory.com. Let's see. We had some news come out today with the GBP. Tomorrow, some huge, crucial news coming out for the US dollar CPI, which for me, on my personal experience, is completely chaotic for the US dollar. It affects almost all pairs, especially my baby, gold. CPI is definitely where NFP and FOMC, if you're an experienced trader who's been in the game for a little while, excuse me, you know that NFP, FOMC, those were the days where the fundamental could just completely just catastrophe or, go for the better on your trade. For me, as a technical trader, or as a swing trader, I do my technicals, and 9 times out of 10, if I'm up 400 or 500 pips in a trade, I don't necessarily care about the fundamental news, because if I'm in the swing for that many pips, obviously I'm already flowing with the momentum of that pair. So 9 times out of 10, now you still have that 10% window where it does fail against me. But if that news is going to come out, it's going to just swing the momentum better for my trade. So again, CPI news, please be careful tomorrow trading anything that correlates with the US dollar or like USDJPY, gold, USD CAD, euro versus US dollar, anything like that, the CPI 9 times out of 10 will affect. Okay, so Thursday, we still have some news for the US dollar and euro. And then Friday ending with not necessarily too much news now. And you do have Forex Factory, but you can also check with, I think it's Bloomberg, that a lot of people used to recommend to me about, just watching live, because there's some speeches that don't come up on Forex Factory that affect the trading as well. So yeah, there's the news for this week. Now I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm going to jump into a chart. I know that you guys said that you couldn't see the charts when I switched screens. So let me do this, stop, and then share into GBP. There we go. And boom. And I know I'm watching my time window, because I know our last video with me and Corey, it was over an hour long, and I apologize. I know a lot of you guys, including myself, I can't stay on a video that long. So I'm going to try to keep these videos like 15 to 20 minutes. And I know, again, a lot of you guys are working. So yeah, as always, GJ, I've been covering this trade for over a week now. Beautiful sell, still holding. As a swing trader, we swing in between levels. We are obviously shorting this. I'm expecting GJ to continue all the way down. And let me just show you. I'm going to go to a higher time frame real quick. These are my levels. Now you're talking, let me just finish this down. Oh, I'm sorry. And don't expect this to be an overnight trade. Like this could be a month, 2 months. This is just where you see all this area where GJ respected hit. You're talking years, months almost, that window of just playing back and forth. That's why I see GJ possibly coming down back to this area, touching all these price points, and then could be a continuation to the bullish side or completely shift into a massive bearish momentum. So here, that is GJ. Now I'm going to swing into a completely different pair, and I'll do this every single video just because I want you guys to understand and learn the simplicity of how I trade, and I want you guys to be able to instill it into your trading strategy. So I'm going to just use, let's just use USDJPY. Fresh pair, let's do this, remove all drawings. I'm going to show you how I mark up my charts in less than 5 minutes, and that's literally how long it should start taking you. Obviously, if you're starting to mark up your charts like this, it will get you a little bit, or take a little bit longer. But once you get in the, consistent, you're doing it every day, you're going to create your motion and your strategy with it, and it's going to take you no time. Right off the rip, monthly line chart. I do the lines for easy clarification on peaks and valleys. I do not care about price 10, 20, 15 years ago. I care about current price action right now. Current price action right now, to me on the monthly, you're talking like this window right here. UJ from 147 to 76, it has to be something completely catastrophic. So realistically, I don't even care about price over here. But let's do this. We have a peak here. And right off the bat, you're going to say, well, why didn't you touch this? I'm going to show you that. I'm just putting lines on peaks and valleys. I'm going to show you just how price plays on these areas. Now, I like simple charts. You're going to hear me say that all the time. Simple, clean. It's so much easier on your eyes, on your mental, everything. You don't want to just clutter everything, because then your trading is going to be cluttered. There's the monthly. Let's break it down to the weekly. I look for any other areas that could be. Now you can, I didn't even mean to put that there, but you can right click on the lines. You can put your monthly and your weekly zones. That's completely up to you. I don't want writing and all that on my charts. Weekly looks pretty good. Maybe one right here and another right here, just for close to current price action. Now, a lot of you guys, you might be OCD and be like, oh, you got to put a line here. It doesn't matter. That's enough. That's enough. That's almost too much as it is. Daily, we're starting to see how price plays around them areas. Let's go down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is the lowest I go. Everything looks great. Let's switch it to the candles, and let's zoom in. I'm just going to show you how price plays and how you don't have to worry about price being right on the wick of the body. You're going to hear, even the previous videos, you'll see that's what I say. Don't focus so much on trying to convince yourself of why there's something. Just go to your line chart, put peaks and valleys, and you're going to see how price plays on those areas. All right, so we've got our chart marked up. We've got our levels of where we want to swing. As I'm a swing trader. If you're a day trader or a scalper, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick as well. So we're on the 4 hour time frame. We see that price is going in a bullish direction. So let's just do this. On the 4 hour, we have price going this way. On the weekly and daily, we can justify price is still in this massive bullish momentum from here, here to here. Okay, for whatever reason, it's not done do that, but you can see that is our bullish momentum. And so now we have our next priority level, what I would say the next zone. All right, so let's just jump right into what I would do if I was taking this trade. I'm going to go to the 4 hour. I'm going to make sure to justify why I am going to be buying. Obviously, we have our bullish momentum. Now I want to look for clarity on prices broke this zone. I want to see it bouncing around to where, for whatever currency pair, USG, UJ, or gold, whatever, I want to see that on this level, it is respecting this area from once was resistance is now support. I can see that we have done that on the 4 hour. We can scale it down to the smaller time frame just to give a better, clear window and clear indication on why we're buying. Price here, resistance, broke through, came back down, tested, broke through once again, and now we are testing, and prices coming up. So for me, this is what I would love to swing. 40 pip stop. I always use 40 pip stop. So let's just do 1465. Let's just go. Okay. We can do 146 100. So that's 43 pip stop for a, I'm going to go to the higher time frame just to swing this up a little bit. Now, do you see the risk to reward? This is where you guys are like, oh, I can't make money on a $5,000 account, or if you've got a surge account and you're doing a 25K account. How do you think you cannot make money from, if your buy, excuse me, is at 147 and you hold a swing to 159, you're talking almost 800-900 pips, however much it is, for a 40 pip stop. That's where the life-changing money comes in for swing trading, for trading in general, anything. Now, that's for a swing. If you are a intraday trader or a scalper, what I like to call in between these zones is the heart line. You have this area right here. It's the middle of each zone. Now, realistically, there should be probably, just to keep things parallel with each other, maybe another line right here. Again, I know I'm trying to keep this short and sweet for y'all. I don't want to keep my videos very long to where you guys maybe at work and you don't have time. But anyways, swing trader, zone to zone, excuse me, intraday trader, you can take trades off the heart line. So if you're doing a buy or a sell off the heart line, you're going to see that price reacts. Why it's called the heart line? Because this right here, you can't really have a clear indication on what price is doing because it's all over the place. So the heart line for an intraday trader, you're just looking for maybe a 40 to 50 pip gain. This is completely up to you. I don't intraday trade. So whether you want to have a 20 to 30 pip stop or a 40 pip stop for a 50 pip game, you know, like a 1-to-1, completely up to you. But what you want to do on the heart line is you can see on the center of or the middle of each zone, where I call the heart line, how price plays off, whether it's in a bullish, you know, just a rush of bullish momentum or a bearish, it plays perfectly off the heart line right here. If you were looking, you know, always take a trade based off a candlestick. Look at this massive bullish candlestick that wipes all this bearish momentum right here. And then boom. And you're talking 143 to 145, 200 pip gain right there for your 40 pip stop, which would have been in the base of the heart line. If you were selling, look for your bearish. Look at this massive bearish candlestick. And let's zoom in right here because we're on the 4-hour. Now, I know this is kind of rushed. Obviously, I'm trying to, in a real quick window, give you swing trading, intraday, and scalping. And I'm going to do this every video. Like I'm going to do this for hopefully weeks and months, to where you guys, you start commenting, man, I'm finally starting to see how you identify the clarity of your charts and blah, 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 blah. That's the game changer. You might be like, hey, man, these videos are just reoccurring, blah, 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 blah. That's what you want. You want consistency, doing the same thing. Imagine you doing the same thing expecting different results. And do you know what the definition of that is? Insanity. So, yeah. All right. So 1 hour intraday, looking for a clear indication. Market showing bearish in the heart line. We look for our candlesticks. A little bit, you could have took a sell there. Might have got wiped with a 40 pip stop, might not have. I look for a clear indication. Like, you're going to have that one candle that tells the whole story of the previous 10 every time. All right, so there's your intraday. Now let's go into scalping real quick, and then I'm going to close this for the day. Scalping. Now, everyone's got a different perspective on scalping. To me, scalping is literally, getting in and out of the market. You're scalping. Like, you literally, it's a quick in and out. You don't want to sit there and hold for 4 hours. No, because 9 times out of 10, when you're scalping, you're over leveraging, or you're using a high lot size for a very quick gain of pips, money, however you want to call it. So for me, when I scalped, I would go to the 5 to 15 minute, and I would try to identify just very quick movements in how price was telling a story. There we go. So if current price action was like right here, I'm not going to be that trader like I would do this or that. No. On the heart line, or if you're scalping, always do it on a zone where you can see prices playing around, so you can know whether or not it's going to be a bullish retest off if it's, you know, support, or if we're looking on resistance and we're trying to scalp. If it's at the resistance area, we're going to try to short it. Right now, price was coming around this heart line on a bullish run, so we would look for a quick scalp on a buy, and you could have took any of these. Now, obviously, you know, you're not going to get them all right. You could have took a buy here because you had that massive bullish candle, and then it wipe you out and then come right back. It's going to happen. Remember, expert at losing, emotionally detached. You got to remember that you're going to have losses. So, guys, I'm going to end this. I appreciate all of your time. Again, possibly tomorrow I'll jump on a live again, just if I can go get the books to show y'all what the ones that meant a lot to me. If not tomorrow, then definitely Thursday. And hope y'all have